Hello, everybody. It is I, Michael Domingue, and I am joined with.
Mija.
John.
That's it. That's it. That's your introduction. Yes, Miha and John are my organizers for my Oaxaca and New Orleans retreats, and who knows, maybe elsewhere on the horizon, quite possibly elsewhere on the horizon. I know that we were toying with doing something in Greenland because that is a very popular spot these days. So Greenland would be
I know.
cool.
The
Greenland would
Mija.
be cool, um, but
Literally.
literally.
Just
So yeah, so we got some stuff coming up, don't we?
we do.
We do,
And
we do.
we're excited to share all about it with you because we're doing lots of fun things.
And you guys, those of you who don't know this, but are wondering about the thatched hut above Miha and John, they are currently residing in Oaxaca for a while now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been there for a little less than a month, but you'll be there for at least another while.
4 months.
Yeah, we'll be here for a few months, return to the States for a while, and then head on back.
Oaxaca, calling Oaxaca home.
Yes.
How do you say, okay, here you go. How do you say home sweet home in Spanish?
Um,
So you get a
casa,
little, you need a,
casa dos de casa.
all right. So when I come by your place, I expect to see like a little needle point sort of thing.
No, I expect you to bring us one as a housewarming gift, Miguel. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
right, right. All right, so we are here to chat about the we're gonna chat about New Orleans and we're gonna chat about Oaxaca because we had a couple spots that opened up for Carnival coming up. We haven't announced the Day of the Dead one yet. That usually gets announced sometime in late January, early February. So, but we will be announcing that a little bit later. Not this time, but definitely Carnival. We will have some information about Carnival because that is a great trip if you're pondering it. It is a really fun trip that we just added. When did we start this? 3 years ago. This will be the third one, right?
Be
Coming up.
the third year, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that'll be
It's been
that'll
a
be
fun new ad, I tell you. It's a sweet, sweet time to be in Oaxaca. And it's
Well, yeah, I mean, because it's quiet, which
yeah,
is unusual, like during the Day of the Dead, which is just, I love it, but it's, frenetic. It's like,
Yeah.
it is.
and
There's a lot
but
going on.
it's like, it's kind of nice and soothing during Carnival, except unless you go to the villages during the during all the
Depending on
activities.
depending on what village you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trusting. I've got some images we'll show of both places. I think I'll have to readjust the order, but that's okay. Um, everybody, can you see that okay, Miha and John?
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
recognize that photo. Love it.
Yeah, I remember that was taken. I think it was actually during Day of the Dead I took that photo. It
Yeah.
was, but over in Halatlaco.
That was a great
So,
shot.
so why don't I'm going to just sort of scroll through a few things. I don't really have them in any particular order. I do have this is a little barrio outside of oh, I don't know. It is part of the historic part of Oaxaca,
Mhm.
but it is also the area that it's just a groovy hipster sort of neighborhood, I guess, for lack of a better word. But
Yeah, definitely an up and coming neighborhood for it's a super fun with lots of great murals, good
Restaurants.
restaurants and cafes and galleries. It's definitely grown quite a bit in the last few years and become a hot spot.
it used to be, I mean, it used to be this quiet little, oh, look, there's the gang or some of the gang. It used to be this quiet little neighborhood that was a buzzin'. I remember coming across this place, this neighborhood. I was wandering from one cemetery to another in one of the early years when I was teaching down there, and then all of a sudden came across this cool little neighborhood because they were having a big party there, and now it's just a lot of fun. But the city, the central area of Oaxaca, I mean, this is kind of,
Yeah.
we'd say about 3 blocks away from where we're staying, right? So,
Yeah.
Five.
Probably, yeah, about five
oh,
blocks.
five. Okay, you counted. All right, ooh, okay, I'll go say 4.5 because yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is what is called the Alcalá, the walking street, the pedestrian street. And what's great is that the hotel that we stay in is from there, it's just a block off and then a straight shot all the way down this street to the Zocalo, which is the park in the city center and has the main cathedral, and is
That's not the main cathedral, just
no, but this is on the way. This is Santo Domingo Church, and that's just what's amazing is that all along the Alcala, all along this walking street, there's so many beautiful things to see. Lots of galleries, art centers, churches, um, great
great
restaurants,
restaurants.
and yeah,
Yeah.
all kinds of activity on the street. Also, lots of comparsas you'll see, and weddings, and so yeah, and it's
Happening.
great to just have this kind of central place for us and all of our folks to.
Oops, sorry guys. This is from a different talk that will
I like that
that
picture.
yeah. But yeah, so I wanted to show, well, let's see, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. I'm just trying to find the right photos. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I wanted to show some of these guys because one of your favorite places to
Yeah,
go.
It finally
Um,
just reopened.
yeah,
oh, it
that
did reopen because yeah, that's right. It was closed during Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
it literally opened. I think November 4th or 6th or
yeah.
something like that.
I know. Thank goodness. I was worried because it had been closed for years. But yeah, this is the Rufino Tamayo Museum of Pre-Hispanic Art, and seriously, one of my favorite museums in Oaxaca City. And
It's a trip because he's a famous modernist painter,
yeah,
and but he collected all this stuff.
yeah, he collected
And
all of this as pre-Hispanic art. I mean, the reason he collected it and loved it so much is because he saw it as not artifacts but artwork from these different cultures all around Mexico.
And
Um,
I think the amazing thing is that how they're displayed, and I think people will will notice they're like, hey, look at that. I mean, because you don't normally see these things displayed,
yeah,
with these sort of pure, colors behind them, and it is really quite stunning to walk through this gallery because they have each room is they have a blue room and a purple room and a whatever
right.
room and a whatever room. And I think it's a hoot.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I feel like these pieces to me are like old friends when I go to see them. They all have stories to tell and tell us so much about the different cultures from the areas that they come from. And Rufino Tamayo is famous artist in Mexico and originally from Oaxaca, and but he didn't really live in Oaxaca most of his life. So
Yeah, I think it was Mexico City or
Mexico
Puebla. I
City.
can't remember. Something
Mhm.
like that. I'm not sure. I suspect as much because since he was like Mr. Big Shot, famous artist guy, I expect because of museums and galleries, probably Mexico City probably was the
Yeah.
the place he ended up. Let me just, well, one of the things I want to talk a little bit or just briefly show just some of the stuff that, like we do often go to markets, and
Yeah.
markets are just a lot of fun. I can't remember, are we going to a market this time around for Carnival?
Well, we always hit the Benito Juarez market in
Yeah,
town.
because that one's just in our neighborhood more or less.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We are. I'm trying to think of all of the awesome things that we're going to be doing.
It's such a great.
I know we usually do take the students to Benito Juarez, which is the city market, this was not taken in the city market, but we often will go to ones in the village. But um we
We're
will go ahead.
we're not going to go to one of the village markets this time.
Okay.
We're going to go to Mitla, and
Oh
we're going
wait,
to go
do
to
I have some?
Teotihuacan del Valle, and then our other excursion day is actually Carnival Day. So yeah, we're gonna
Well, Carnival Day. What happens
Carnival Day.
then?
which we're going to do differently this year. We're going to go to the Via de Zachila. In the past, we've gone to San Martin Tilcajete, but there are some characters that we really love in Zachila, which are los zancudos, which means the mosquitoes, but they're stilt walkers. And this is a
They have little
tradition.
ones too.
Yes. Um, so they have the dance of Los Zancudos in Zachila. So we're gonna go this year and follow the mosquitoes around
Now, the
town.
thing is, what's interesting about this is, so bear in mind, like, okay, so for those who don't know Oaxaca or anything about Oaxaca, one of the things is you have the main town, which, however many people that is kind of a big city-ish. And then you have all these villages that sort of tendril out in basically three different directions. There's basically three different valleys.
Mhm.
And so in one direction, you have, the sort of the rug weaving areas down one section. And then the other section, one of the other sections is this way. And that's where you see the wood carvers and also these guys. And I'm trying to remember, these backstrap weaving, I think, comes from this village, right? Do you remember
Uh,
if
Zachila,
Zachila?
there is, yeah, backstrap loom weaving is in Zachila. Also, Santa Tomas Jaliesa is another one well known for backstrap loom weaving. Yeah,
So in each of
that's.
these villages, it's their own little. They got each one of them's got their own little thing, right? And so one of the things that these guys do that is so cool is, yeah, they do these dancing, the dancing with these stilts on, which we would sometimes catch in the city because a lot of these villages they come into the city and they do their shtick. But for Carnival, this is it's basically a stilt party,
Mhm.
and so I think that's going to be really a lot of fun. This will actually be my first time going to Zachila for Carnival, and so I think that's going to be a hillbilly hootenanny of a time. Because as you can see, I should point out from this photo, and these photos, by the way, most of which were taken by Sue Urquhart, who attends almost every Oaxaca workshop. And she's amazing, amazing jeweler as well as photographer, as you can see. But if you'll notice this photo, if you look up at the guy holding that thing, you know what that is? Those are fireworks. That's a toro. That's a bull. And so what that means is those little spinny things are going to spin around. So he is going to be dancing around with fireworks on stilts. Now you tell me that you're going to see that in Barnum and Bailey. Not a chance, Jack. So this I think this will
Not something
be
you see just anywhere, that's for
Muscany
sure.
Fest in Junction City, Oregon.
Nope,
No,
not happening
not
there.
happening.
yeah. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna check out, which I think is gonna be so much fun. Now, anything I want to say to this? I was gonna show some previous year stuff too, but
Yeah, yeah.
um, so where we had gone in past times was the land of oily boys, and of course, maybe I've got the oily boys here. I think I've got a few oily boys here and scattered about. Um, those aren't oily boys, but they're all there for Carnival.
Yeah.
This is not exactly an oily boy. This is an oilish man, I would say, dressed as Mitclanded Kootley. And this village is San Martin Tilcajete, which is the wood carving villages where Alabri has come by. So I've got some photos where we can look at these guys. We will. So I know we're not going here, right, Mia? This is not on the agenda.
Not this year, no. We're going somewhere new. Um,
But I
we'll
know these guys
definitely,
always show up for the carnival parade though in town, so we will
yeah,
see them.
definitely. There, we'll see them and a lot of other wonderful characters and like cultural regalia from different villages all around. The comparsa has become so great in for Carnival in the city, the parade, because you get to see folks from lots of different villages. They come in and have delegations that parade to represent how they celebrate Carnival in their villages, which is so wonderful to see. It's very
So
diverse.
give a little backstory about from your understanding of what Carnival, how it started and such. I mean, because I've heard a few different variations of Carnival. What's your take on it from what you've heard?
Well, from what I've heard is that it was originally a like pre-Hispanic um, a pre-Hispanic celebration. But of course, then when Catholicism came, there was a melding of the holidays. So then when Ash Wednesday became a thing in their culture as well through Catholicism, um, it the two celebrations combined. But I've also heard, and I think Michael, this is something you had mentioned to me and even Pablo, was that um, part of the pre-Hispanic uh, part of the pre-Hispanic celebration was really about kind of making fun of the Spaniards when they arrived, and
Because they all wore bunny masks, I think, when
yeah,
they showed up and stuff.
but the mass that they created, right, represented Spaniards, and they would have kind of this like mock battle or um,
Yeah,
some representation.
I think that's right. I think it was a way of because some I don't think I have any photos of the whippersnappers because there was that I don't know if you remember that year. It was in this year. This image is from that year.
Mhm.
But it had they had those guys with whips
Oh,
who
right.
right? And so I think they were kind of it was after this group. So the Carnival parade is pretty fun parade because as Mija said, it comes from all these different villages. And one of the groups, they were like whippers. I mean, they had like big, they were
Mhm.
nasty friggin' whips, man.
Yeah.
So
Huge.
that was pretty fun. But I mean,
Mhm.
not if you're whipped, but I mean, it was. But I tried to stay away as best I could. Um, but
Don't get whipped.
don't get whipped.
Don't
Yes.
get whipped.
But yeah, I guess, what else you want to say about Carnival? I do have the samples. I'll show the samples too. But is there anything else you want to mention about Carnival?
Well, Carnival, what's it's becoming a time of year that there's more celebration that's happening more centrally. That used to be it happened primarily in the villages, in like San Martin Tocajete specifically. But what's great is that because all of there's more interest in learning about it, and because it's a celebration actually all over the world as well, Carnival and Ash Wednesday, or prior to Ash Wednesday, they're bringing it, back into the city, the centro. So that's why you'll see some more celebrations and like the parades and stuff. But what's great is that what's unique about us being there this time of year is it is quieter in the city itself, and then we go out to the villages, and get to see how this holiday is celebrated in the villages, and it's not the same in each village. So I love that. I love seeing how it's uniquely celebrated in different places, even within Oaxaca.
And you can eat bugs if you
Yeah,
choose to.
yum, yum, yum. The bug
This is
buffet.
actually this is funny. This is before the bugs are actually served. So this is in one of my favorite restaurants, which is actually really easy to get into during Carnival, which is really hard to get into during Day of the Dead. But
Hmm.
Los Danzantes, which is here, um, and one day we saw that it was funny. One day we saw the chef, and he was wearing a cape. Do you remember? Were you
Right?
there
He's
when he
the
was wearing a
cape.
cape? Yeah. And
We were like,
so
who's that guy? But he's the chef, and sure enough, he was.
yeah, the cape. I mean, I don't think he wears it all the time. I don't know. Maybe it was a backwards apron. It looked like a friggin' cape to me. But anyway, he had a cape. But this place is great. It's been around since, I don't know, the mid 90s, I think, because I've been coming here off and on throughout the years. But now the happening spot. But yeah, they do serve this sort of dish, this sort of a bug salad, which is dried bugs if you choose to go this way, but they're sort of ground up.
Fried and
And
spiced up bugs.
yeah, and so what they'll do is they'll sort of show you all the different little buggies that you choose to eat. Now, pretty much I don't I only I like the two in the middle. I like the cricket and I like the worm, but the other two, the other bunch or five, I guess, yeah, those don't, those don't do it for me. The two towards the center are the best ones. But anyway, when you get the platter, you get them all. But there's no force. If you're not obligated to eat bugs when you go to Oaxaca. It's not like a ritual.
It's not like that's the only option or anything.
Did you have one of these drinks? This was really good also at Los Danzantes.
Oh yes, the chamomile
Yeah, it
cocktail.
was a chamomile something or other, but
Yeah, it was lovely.
that was really good. That was good.
I
And
would
I hate
say
and I hate chamomile.
we
So,
the food in Oaxaca is amazing. It really is. It's so unique. There's options from all over Oaxaca. Different regions have different kinds of food because there's a coastal region. There's seafood. Um, Lots of different villages and regions have their specialties, and so you'll find restaurants that serve all of that, and from everything from really simple kind of taco carts to like really world class restaurants. So if you're a foodie, it's a fabulous place to eat.
you did say we're going out to Mitla, right?
We are, and that is Mila,
Yeah,
yeah.
here's one of the places that we will be visiting on this trip, which Mitla's great. It's well, that's not Mitla, but
No,
but that's another cool place. I can't
mhm.
remember the name of it, but that was a cool place.
That was in Quilapam. That was the abandoned monastery.
Right. That
Yeah,
was freaking awesome. But okay, back to
back to
back to
Mila.
Mila. Yeah, because that's well, the thing that's so cool about this, of course, well, I don't have any good photos to show it, but all the design patterns that are in the sides of the buildings
Yeah,
that are the same symbols that you will see in the clothing they wear. And
yep. And the
that's
clothing and the weaving. And Mila is one of the main archaeological sites in Oaxaca. And it was a city that was actually still very active when the Spaniards arrived in the early 1500s. So it was the spiritual center for the Zapotec people, and so really powerful, important place for the.
and people in fact used to say Mitya Mitla. And it would so which was confusing because they didn't speak English. They didn't know
Right.
what the hell they were saying.
No.
There's that. All right, let's show let's let's show the let's show what we're making. Here we go.
Yeah,
All right, this is what we're making. We're making a National Geographic cover.
it's
This
exactly what it looks like. Your work too can be on the cover of
That's
National
right. That's right.
Geographic.
Yeah, it's like a fake Time magazine cover, except with my art. Um, so what we're going to do in this class is do basically sort of what is it when you have somebody who goes on a trip with you and you can't bring all of them, you bring a flat version of them,
All
flat.
right.
Yeah.
Flat Stanley or something.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
So we're
No.
basically making semi-flat Stanleys. But the cool thing about these that I think are really nice is that literally the mask part of it anyway is made from whatever you want, whatever found objects you want. So we're going to be making like this one. I think was from some decorative. Uh, it's like a wrought iron thing was the primary face for the bat dude, and then of course other stuff added with clay and some other things, and then the base is basically just canvas. This is just basic canvas that then of course is painted in whatever fashion or shape you are so inclined. So I think this will be fun. And you know what the really cool thing about this? This is easily curled up
Easy to
and
pack.
packed away, which gives people a whole lot more room to buy other stuff. So that's because it's not as if people don't go shopping in Oaxaca. So
Oh yeah.
So you gave up on the whole display case thing to go with the
yes, the shadow box. Yeah, I the large shriny shadow box portion of the
brand.
class. Yes, I abandoned that. So,
Good.
but so yeah, we're gonna making and of course because of the it being carnival, the idea was to try and turn them into animals.
Yeah.
So so I've got jaguars and bats and kitty cats, at least in my collection. So you can make
Um,
whatever sort of carnival animal you like, some other beastie. So all right, anything else we want to talk about? I guess we do. I get we do, as you said, we have a couple spots opening
yeah, we
or
had a couple
open.
spots
So
open up. So
What? Who couldn't make it?
there were a few people just last minute.
Mm.
People like Kathy Gould, who she was. I don't know that you know Kathy. Don't I think I can't remember, but in any event, yeah, there were a couple people who had to back out at the last minute, and we were actually over full for a little bit, and then we just lost a few people. So
yeah.
it that
So it
always
opens
happens.
up a
So
spot for someone else for sure.
yep, yep.
Hmm.
So
So
if anybody's interested, now would be the time to jump on it. And typically it's a little bit cheaper to get flights to Oaxaca that time of year too, just to let you
Yeah,
know.
it's
Hmm.
true.
All right,
is this
so
pretty, hey Michael, is this a
yeah,
pretty
go ahead, John.
in terms of just what materials would I be bringing for this? I'm just out of curiosity.
Well, you, John, you would bring uh,
A pencil and some
John,
the
don't worry. I
royal,
The
have
camera.
yeah,
the royal we. I get it. All right, so um,
I have everything.
you would now here's the thing though. So one thing I would say you would probably want to bring some paint. So paints for sure. There are some specs in the class of sort of definitely the must stuff. Some of the found object stuff, I actually think you could I often do a sample for class in Oaxaca where I make just from the stuff and it doesn't matter the class. I make just from the stuff that I find in Oaxaca. So for the last number of times, I've made samples literally from things that I found at the markets in Oaxaca. So now that's just found object stuff. Now in this class, you'd need some paint, you would need some canvas or fabric. I think there's some particular things like dowels or like popsicle sticks to sort of give strength to the arms, things like that. And then Avi's clay. That's one of the that's and E6000 kind of is a hard one to find there too. But the Avi's clay, which is such a great clay to use. Now, if you're somebody like Amy Elise, you'll bring lots and lots and lots of fabric.
Everything, and I'll share. I have really good canvas. I'm sharing. I'm bringing a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
Um,
cool, cool.
and I have a bunch of fabric, of course, duh. I have a bunch of textiles that I've been over dyeing and making very yummy, gross,
Fun.
so that I can paint on them. Um, I also have some weird doll body parts, and I have eyeballs. It's only because I've been estate sailing for a while, and I've been picking up really weird stuff, and I'm just gonna bring it to share. So
Excellent,
yeah,
excellent.
and
Yeah,
my paint
lovely.
my paint has glitter in it. Glitter paint. I'm not sure
Excellent.
anybody else wants to. Yeah. But I have all sorts of weird stuff like that. And while we're on this subject, Miha, I know you're doing something in January with that beautiful village of the women that make all those beautiful pot holders and
Oh
things
yeah.
from last year.
San
I
Francisco
want
too.
I want to bring a suitcase of fabric for them. I know we
Oh
won't
yes.
see them
Yeah.
on this trip, but can I give it to you to give to them?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Will you let me know what else they need? Because I bet I have it in my stash.
Embroidery floss.
Oh, really? Oh, I have so much of it.
Thread,
Okay.
thread and embroidery floss.
Thread and embroidery thread. Okay, great. Thank you. All right,
So
sorry.
before we segue, you should why don't you mention that project, Miha, before we
Yeah.
leave? Because it is a cool. I don't have photos of it, but
It's
it's a
it's
cool project.
yeah, it's
Beautiful.
a super cool project. So we have a friend, a woman named Marietta Bernstorff, and we've got
Our
visitors.
friends.
um, And she started a project with women of a local village called San Francisco Tanivet. And this village is unique in that it was basically a hacienda that had closed. It wasn't it's not an indigenous village. So, this village, they don't really have like a artisan craft, or that they do like a lot of other villages do. And so she came to work with them. Also about this village, a lot of the men and the young people of the village were going to the United States, and so a lot of the mothers were left there to kind of keep the village going. And she did this project where she worked to try and find a handicraft, something that the women could do. And eventually what they found was applique. Applique and like a hand stitching and embroidery. I know, we've got a bunch of dogs
I know
here.
you've got a dog-tailed shark swimming by the screen.
Dog heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 7.
There's 7 dogs on our property. And so they've been working together now for like 15 years, this group of women. They've been showing their work all over, not only Mexico, but even in the United States. They've done some really large pieces together, collaborative pieces that have been shown in galleries and exhibitions, and then they sell their work, handiwork, mostly like in pot holders and wall hangings and tote bags and things like this, that help support them and their village. And so it's been a really important project for these women, and it continues, and so we're constantly, I've been bringing people to them and helping people learn about them. So yes, thank you, Emilise, for
Maybe next year I'll be able to come and go do something with them.
no, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
They're really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So New Orleans. Now, it was I miss going to I used to go to New Orleans every year. I miss being there every year.
Love New Orleans.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So this is what we're making. We'll start off by showing you what we're making. We're making since New Orleans is sort of a jazzy town, and actually has a lot of ghost stories too. I thought we would do a class about haunted tunes, which I don't have the poster here. It doesn't look like, but that's okay. But so basically a modified musical instrument that evokes something ghosty, perhaps. So that could be a flute. It could be a tambourine. It could be a kazoo, for those of you who are into smaller things. Maybe want to do more drinking, perhaps in New Orleans, or jazz listening to. I'm just going to do a kazoo. That's fine. Yeah, because
Flugelhorn.
the flugelhorn, yes, Chuck
There was a
Mangione.
sousaphone
Flugelhorn.
at
Sousaphone.
that place we went to today.
Right. Yeah.
So this is this is one of my favorite places. I love this place. You went there, didn't you, Miha? You and John? You went to the
Yeah.
Napoleon House, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, do we have the Napoleon House? No.
Really? Oh my God! This was the house that was set aside for. They have great food, but they're known for their Pimm's cups, and
You told me about this.
yeah, and the walls probably haven't changed in however many years. This guy's mad I'm taking his picture, but I don't care. What are you doing? Okay. But this place is great. I wish I had some others photos and some of my other stuff, but it's awesome. But I'll just show you some photos from years past. This is some of the crew, many of which who we see in Oaxaca every year or every other year or thereabouts. But this was a year that we rented a trolley.
Yeah,
for
that
our- yeah, which was you can rent a trolley there if you want. I don't know. And of course,
party trolley.
yeah, and of course, why not dress up because you're in New Orleans? All right, tell us what do we have planned in New Orleans?
Well, because of our awesome workshop theme, we're going to go on a ghost tour, and amazingly, The woman who is leading our ghost tour kind of specializes in musicians and ghost musicians. She had just recently done a presentation about them, so she is going to lead us on a ghost tour that is centered around musicians. Um,
Yeah, I
um,
think I think one of them is like a haunted violinist. I know there's one story about a haunted violinist, and
I'm super eager to find out more. Yeah, I've never done one of the ghost tours there, so I'm super excited about that.
The goose, what was her name?
I don't remember her name. Her,
I'd have to look. I'd have to look it up, Holly.
um,
It's a friend of a friend.
it is a friend. It's a friend of a friend, and but we're also going to go to the Bywater area of New Orleans, and we're gonna, which is super cool area of NOLA, and there's seems to be a lot of artists there.
now I don't think I have any photos here of the Bywater, but this Bloody
What
Mary,
is
I
that?
did.
That's a Bloody
This is from
Mary.
yeah, this is from Elizabeth's Restaurant, which is a great restaurant place in the Bywater area. It's one of the best breakfast places, and they have some kick-ass Bloody Marys in this joint. So this
Love
is my
that
one Bywater photo. So
that's the one, huh?
that's the one. Well, you
I
know.
love that they have Mexican oilcloth on their tables.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Yeah, this place is fabulous.
super fun. We'll have to remember that.
I think this also might have been from that restaurant. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. So just one of the
Um,
things they have up.
I
I
know.
think it's Deanna DuPont.
Yes, it is.
Deanna DuPont.
Deanna DuPont does
The ghost tour.
The ghost lady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
And we're gonna have lots of good food.
yeah. Like
The tables have been turned. So we are
I know.
going. This is cool because
The
this is one of the things we are going to do.
the yeah, we are going to do a seafood boil.
Well, no, I mean the place.
Of which I am not part of the menu. No, but yeah,
Not yet.
Well, you know, she had
This
just
is-
chewed a bunch of food right there, and she had opened her mouth. Seafood, that joke. That's
Oh.
what's happening right now.
no, no. We're gonna go. So this is in Jamnola,
Gemnola,
And-
who just moved.
Jamnola. It moved locations and it actually grew. So it's near Frenchman now. So we'll get to see its new location when we go in the spring, which will be awesome. I'm super excited.
And I had never been there. This is some
Can't
place.
believe you've never been, Miguel.
Yeah, I'd never heard about it till you went there. So I
It is
think that's
super
It's
fun.
newish.
So it's all interactive art rooms, basically. And they each have their own theme. One is like swamp, like twinkly swamp night. Another one is like all of this is like a tribute to musicians.
They have one that's just a bunch of records that they've molded and bent into different shapes.
Yeah,
and
into
things.
different shapes.
That's cool.
That's really amazing. One is all based on costumes for Mardi Gras. It's really fantastic. So I'm excited to see what they've added to Gemnola in when we go. And we're also going to go to Studio B Art Collective in the Bywater. I'm super excited about that tour and meeting the artists there. We're going to do kind of a little junk shop crawl in the Bywater, looking for treasures that we can potentially use in the workshop or just take home for future use. We're going to visit the gallery of Molly McGuire and have a reception there.
Oh, I don't have any photos of her work. That's too bad. But it's not exactly. It's along this vein, but not exactly.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does circus posters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Circus poster art, fantastic, and she's awesome. She's super fun. She's excited to host us, and also afterwards take us out to nearby. She's got like a favorite venue she goes for music, and she wants to take us out there as well. And yeah, we are also going to do a seafood boil. and swamp tour.
After the swamp tour on the airboats.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah, that's I'm really excited. I'd done an airboat swamp tour once before, and that was so friggin' fun. I mean, because I was like, whatever, swamp tour, whatever, and it was really cool. It was so fun. I'm really excited that you guys got that worked out because
I
I think
know. I know. We're
that's
super
so fun.
excited for everything we've got planned.
It's gonna be a fun trip.
And we just love New Orleans so
So
much.
much.
New Orleans is like being in another country in the United States.
Yeah.
It's so different than any other city I've ever been to.
It was a trip. I remember the first time I went there and it just I mean it blew me away. I mean, I was just like this is I
Same,
mean
same. I was like, how have I never been here before?
I
The
mean
music,
where
the
else can you see a
food.
giant, praying mantis
Oh yeah.
floating down the street? I don't know.
A whole season of parades and parties and festivities. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean it's such a blast. I I don't know. I had I had always looked forward. It was COVID sort of put a damper on a lot of things, and this was one of the things that put a put a damper on us going there. That and the rampant vampirism that
Yeah.
is happening down there. Use some of that, um,
It's also
but
going to be right after Jazz Fest. So we're starting the tour right after Jazz Fest. So anyone who
Like
wants to come early and hit Jazz Fest,
like
oh
when
yeah, that's a good point.
it's 2 days long.
Um, And so of course, I mean, this is we'll be past New Orleans and past some of the parade stuff, but the
past
thing
Mardi
with
Gras, yeah.
but the yeah, excuse me, Mardi Gras. But one of the things that I always find about New Orleans is that there's always a parade going down the street. Now, it might not be these kind of parades going down. These are actually from
Right.
Mardi Gras World, which actually I don't think it's on our list, but people could go out there if they chose
Yeah.
to.
Totally.
Yeah,
Wanted on.
there are some folks who want to go. So that's another possibility to go see all of the Mardi Gras floats, the big Mardi Gras floats in Mardi Gras land.
Yeah, and that's fun. It is fun to see. And then also because actually at that time of year also there's sort of two. I think there's two times a year to really go to Mardi Gras World. It's sort of like right before Mardi Gras or right after Mardi Gras because
Mhm.
they have all the leftover floats in there right after Mardi Gras. Right before Mardi Gras, they're building the floats. So either way, you're getting some really some fun action if anybody wanted to do that as a side trip. I know we also, as a side trip, are doing some cemetery stuff
Yeah, yeah. We
because you
can,
can't, because
yeah.
New Orleans, right?
New
So
Orleans, got to do it. Yeah. So we
yeah,
definitely have some, time for folks who want to do things that are not on our, itinerary per se. So we can set up some side things like the Mardi Gras World and cemetery tours, and all of which are great. Know that guy,
I know that guy. I can't remember where that is. I think that might be. I know it's someplace with a psychic nearby.
apparently.
Yeah, and of course the.
Oh my
Oh, I should
gosh,
show
those
the.
are
Yeah, that
great.
was the Wizard of Oz year, but
Wow.
this is the classroom for those who want to see the classroom. Um,
There's the
it's
class.
electrifying in there, I tell you.
That that photo of me and Kelly was at that warehouse of film
Oh, right.
covers.
Yeah, out in the boondocks. Yeah. That was a place that was kind of cool because it had and I think that was I that was a place that had it was like a film rental place. I
Mhm.
assume it's still in existence. And so they'd rent props, but they'd also host events there too, which was pretty cool. What else I got for photos here? Well, I think this also was at that joint, if I'm not mistaken, which I think is a great photo, by the way, just because it's two of my favorite people.
Love it.
And I don't know, that might be it for what I have for. Oh, and a little bit of a drag show action. So,
Ah, nice. I'm really hoping, um, I'm really hoping our friend has she's part of a clown performance troupe um, Alana Guerra. I'm really
Oh,
hoping
Lana, yeah,
there'll
yeah.
be a performance that we can go to while we're there during that time.
Lana's a sweetheart. She moved there, what about 10 years ago, 12 years ago,
I
something
think
like that.
at least,
Yeah.
it's like maybe.
And she's a performer, does some really cool twisted art.
Yeah.
This kind of creepy, what's it called? Creepy little things, creepy, what's it
Oh
called?
yeah. Crude Things.
Crude things, that's what it
Crude
is.
Things
Yeah.
is the name of her artist name, or
Yeah.
and
Her
but yeah,
stuff.
she
Her
does all
stuff.
kinds of stuff, costumes and paintings and
Careful.
murals and performance
Careful.
art, and she's
Careful
wild
with
and
that.
wonderful. Really hoping we can see her perform.
And by the way, some of these, and just let me see if I can find. She makes, and we had some people who custom ordered them, and I think I've
Oh,
got,
great wigs.
yeah, the wigs, because these are Lana
Great.
creations. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the wig section. I know it's like this is a Lana wig. Lana made that wig. And if I have the one of,
I can't see it, Miguel.
oh, you can't see it?
No, it's all big.
It's all big.
It's like
Got just
it's
one
like the
corner of your
screen
screen.
is like enlarged or
All
something.
right. Well, let's see what we can do here. Stop share. Let's try this, shall we? Let's do this one. All right, here we go. Now, can you see it?
There you go. Yes.
Yay! So this one, and let's see. I know I had another one in here, but I don't see it. Sue, maybe. I don't think Sue was a Lana wig though. That might be the only. That might be the only Lana wig I have in here was the Kathy one, but
Fun.
that's okay. You know what? I think Katie maybe that might be a Lana wig.
That's pretty fun. Creepy.
That might be a Lana wig. I'm not
Super
sure.
creepy. Katie.
Isn't that a great costume?
Man, it's
Hey,
like an
you gotta get ready for New Orleans, right? You can't just
yep.
show up. So you gotta prepare. You gotta get your wigs and your
Definitely. And that's definitely something we're gonna do is for our ghost tour. We're gonna dress up for our ghost tour.
yeah, that because I know that one of the things that was always fun in years past was we'd always have a big costume party, and we are going to continue that tradition, but by freaking out the other tourists in the area by ourselves being dressed as specters, and not Phil Spector, because he was kind of a shady dude, but we will be dressed as specters nonetheless. So,
Yep,
what
yep.
else? What else do you want to talk about?
Well, John did post the links in the chat.
Okay, good, good.
Both both Carnival and New Orleans retreats, so that people can go and check out all the details there. And for the recording, I'll just say you can just go to www.mijamatriz.com, and that's spelled Mijamatriz, and find all of the retreat information there as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
And I do have and on my website,
yeah,
michaeldemeng.com, I do have links for all of our events on there too, so you can find it there as well.
yep,
So you
great.
can, if you have trouble with the pronoun to the how to write J with a Mija sounding thing, that's you can always
In case it's just
Mija, Mija.
Mija.
Yeah, did you grow up with that? A lot of Mija
Oh
sort
my
of
gosh,
act.
you can't even imagine how many variations of my name I've heard.
Yeah,
Midja,
Mija.
Mija. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Midja.
yeah,
Midja was a good one. My
Mija.
J, my J was one. Oh my goodness, yeah,
Yep. Oh well, it's the way it goes.
it is.
All
Nice.
right. Anything else? Anything else we need to address? Did we cover all our bases?
Knots, yeah, I mean, yeah. More details are on the website with all of the itinerary day by day. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, if you have any questions, you can always contact us.
And I'll be posting if you popped in later or whatever, I'll be posting this the video of this on, onto my group, and Miha and John will be posting it into theirs and
Yeah,
all that stuff, so you'll be able to watch it. And maybe it's just your thing. Maybe you just have this thing for watching Zoom conversations, in which case you could add it to your collection and watch
yeah.
as often as you like. Well, I'll make it downloadable, in fact. There you go. So
Ooh,
nothing says Christmas like watching a Zoom conversation with Miha, John, and Michael. So we can definitely do that for you. Yeah. So as I said, and Miha said as well, we do have some spots that opened up in Carnival. That would be a good opportunity, I think, for folks who haven't been to Oaxaca, or if they just want to go to Oaxaca again and again and again, as many folks do.
yeah,
Um,
hard not to.
and of course, New Orleans. So New Orleans, come to New Orleans. I think that's a blast. Um, what
Definitely.
else you got to do? You got nothing. Yeah, you guys got nothing to do. Just travel the world with me and John and Miha. That's all you need to do. Your life would be complete.
We know how to have fun for sure.
We
That's
do.
right. That's right. That's right. All right, gang. Well, good to see all y'all who popped in, and those watching this on repeat. Please consider. And Miha and John, I'm glad you guys are having a hillbilly hootenanny of a time and
I know. Now that we
outside.
finally made it to Oaxaca, we're
Well, and Hillbilly is
chilling like
right.
a villain. We are. We're out in the
We're in the
boonies.
boondocks.
We are out in the boonies. It's great.
But lucky you've got a big truck to get you to
I
and
know.
fro.
We have a very big truck.
Very big truck that you can parallel park very easily.
Oh, he's so easy. We just roll right over these little cars. It's great.
Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
so the monster truck idea, that's something to work on. You
Something,
could,
I
we're
know.
bringing it back.
we could, you know what we could do is we could do monster truck things out at your property.
Well, see, that's a long way to Mexico City. But
Well, no,
so-
we could even just do it as a side thing. We could just,
There you
go. Oh, great.
for Carnival, we say, hey, what we're doing tonight? We're going out and doing a monster truck thing at Miha and John's.
it'd be a hit. I bet we could sell tickets.
How life has these weird these little tributaries that lead you to some place you didn't expect. That could be it.
That could be
You know,
one of
you
them.
you could be the Gringo monster truck pull event.
Oh my God, no. That is not
Yeah.
what I want to bring here, for God's
No.
sake.
I don't know if it pays the bills. You might be reconsidering. I'm not sure, but whatever.
Hopefully we have other options.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. It's
We could build a
right.
small little stadium and make small monster trucks
There you go. Yeah,
Just
little
make the
little
sound.
remote control ones. Yeah.
ourselves.
Vroom.
Vroom vrooms, a lot of vroom vrooms, and no, air
Or
pollution.
drone biplane battles or something.
Cheese truck, that's right.
The
Machismo's.
cheese. Well, yeah, that's.
That's still,
We literally brought 20 pounds of cheese with us. I'm not exaggerating.
seriously.
To Mexico. It was when we got stopped at the border. That was the thing I was worried about. Was when we went through customs that they were going to take all our cheese.
No, not the cheese.
Well, yeah, I know.
We like Oaxacan cheese. There's just a limited selection here.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had to bring her up.
You got to bring your own BYO. Yeah, so there you go. If you don't like Oaxacan cheese, that's something to note for
You want some
BYO.
variety. BYOC. Bring your own cheese.
And by the time Carnival comes around, if you're thinking, "Gosh, I'd really like to bring something for John and Miha," cheese,
Sharp cheddar.
cheese,
Extra sharp
is
cheddar.
There you
such
go.
a lovely,
you
wonderful
go.
thing.
We're not kidding, actually.
It's not at all. Not even.
Well, there you go. See,
We have other
Man.
people who want to come visit us, and we're like, we might have to start charging in cheese.
Cheese. Which
Yeah, housewarming gifts and cheese. So,
Fabric and cheese on it.
Okay.
Thanks,
Embroidery
April.
thread, fabric cheese.
Isn't that
no
a
doubt.
Burl Ives song? Fabric and cheese.
Maybe. Yeah.
Probably.
And Miguel will be bringing us a cross stitch Casa Dulce
Yes,
Casa sign for our new.
exactly. Exactly. Yes, exactly. All right, kids, let's call it a day.
Yes.
But so yes, check out the websites, either Miha's or mine, and join the fun because I think it'll be fun, fun, fun. All right.
No.
See you
Adios.
soon.
See you
See you
guys.
very soon.
Holly, love
Bye.
you. Bye, Mealies. Bye, Wayne.